So we picked the top 10, the fastest, the best, the most popular, all that shit. And I think you'll agree with most of our decisions. I asked some other people, and they agreed with me 100%. So, if you don't agree with one of our decks we tested, let me know and let me know why, and I'll explain to you our reasons why we tested against it. First one, Fish OTK. One of the biggest decks out there. I know this next show, and just, oh my god, people are being hardcore on this thing's deck. They're going to be like, oh, Fish OTK, it's all commons. We can buy this. Let's do it. Boom. And they're just going to buy all the commons and be retarded with a Fish OTK deck. I know it. And you know it, and everyone knows it. So, Fish OTK, I tested against it. 7-1. Did 4 games with no side deck, 4 games with side deck. 8 games. 8 games against every deck that I'm about to tell you. 7-1. I lost one of the games. They played Trunade. I didn't have a Solemn or Bribe, so I was just like, yep, you got it. Have fun. They went Trunade and played Dark Hole on my Fossil Dyna. I went, it's your game. So, they got that one. But the rest of the games, Fossil Dyna, Banisher of the Radiance, Oppression. If I negate that Trunade, you ain't winning. Just period. Like, that's just how it is. I tech Mind Crush. Like, I cannot tell you how many times the person playing Fish went, okay, add Trunade to hand off of Giant Trunade. And I'm like, Mind Crush, Trunade. They're like, oh, fuck. So they're sitting there trying to get past all my back row hate. It's just not possible. It's not possible. Fish are meant to OTK. If you can't OTK, the deck doesn't work for shit. Like, and believe me, we had competent people playing these decks. I mean, they did everything they could. Like, the most they could do was hide behind fucking Dupe Frogs and Rotototed. Just sit there and be like, fuck you, no killing me. That's the most they could do, is just sit there and hide, because I've got all that hate that if they try and synchro summon, I've got Horn of Heaven, I've got Oppression, I've got, so much crap to stop it. And if they try and, attack me, you got D-Prisons and Mirror Force and Book of Moon and Shrink, and then when I side deck, I side deck into a bunch of hate against your deck, and you're screwed anyway. Like, I'll side into, what the hell is it called? I don't know. Side into Rivalry of Warlords. Synchro now, motherfucker. You can't go into your Formula Synchron and have other types of monsters on the field, so it really messes people up. It really does. And then, like, if you have 3 monsters on the field, and they're all frogs, like, say you have Dupe, and, I don't know, say, like, Rotototed in defense, you can't tribute for Coelacanth, because he's fish. Fish and frog. Get out. Same with Lad, if I play that, and you have, a frog on the field, oh, look, I can't play Lad. Sucks to be me. So, 7-1 against Fish. Formula Monarch, I versed 8-0. 4 games without side deck, 4-0'd it. 4 games with side deck, 4-0'd it. It's Monarch. Like, it's slow. Like, I don't see why people don't understand that. Monarch is slow. It still is slow. I mean, like, against these other decks, it does so well because it can puppet play and take all the samurais and tribute them, and when the Fish OTK goes for the OTK, it can go, yep, I don't think so, bitch. Battle Fader, it can just stop all that. But against Gadgets, I'm a slow deck. He wants to summon a 1 monster per turn? Have at it, man. Go ahead. Summon your Ryza. Summon your Caius. Summon your stupid crap. I don't give a crap. And I'm going to summon Banisher to remove your Treeborn Frog, or summon Fossil Dyna to lock it in the grave anyway. You're not going to be playing them. So, I messed that guy up pretty bad. Nextly, Flamvell Sworn. Now, we play tested it because a lot of people have been hyping this deck up lately, saying, oh, 1 topped, everyone's going to play it. Since 1 topped, to be honest, since 1 topped, a lot of people are going to net deck it. Like, that's just how it is. That's how people are. When they see a deck top, they're like, oh, net deck. And you guys know that's how people are, so you know what's going to happen. It's not a surprise. And you're probably asking, well, why aren't you testing against normal Lightsworn or Christian Lightsworn? We wanted to test against a Lightsworn variant, and Flamvell Lightsworn seemed to be the most, how should I say, consistent. So we went with that one, and it topped, and it seems to be the most consistent. So we went with it for the playtesting choice. That simple. Don't like it? Too bad for you. Anyways, 7-1 against it. I lost 1 game because Judgment Dragon is a broken piece of shit. Hate that dragon. Bane of my existence. Anyways, Malefic Virus. Oh. thank God I went 6-2 versus this deck. I was so worried about this deck. When my friend pulled this out, he's like, alright, let's test against this. I'm like, what are you playing now? He's like, Malefic Virus. I'm like, oh, really, dude? Come on. But thankfully, I got out of it. I got out of it so much. 3 of the games, first turn, I summoned Falsadina. His hand was locked, dead. He was sitting there going, what the fuck, dude? Because he's got like 2 Malefics in hand, a Malefic World, a Solemn Warning, a DDV, and like an EEV or something. I just locked him 3 games in a row. Well, not in a row, but 3 of the 8 games. Summoned Falsadina, he's just like, mother of... You know what I mean? It was bad. I mean, yeah, you got Fazilier in the deck and Barbaros, but he didn't draw them. Like, I mean, he drew them, but not in those games. So 3 of the games I auto-won just because of Falsadina. Falsadina is broken. 2 of the games, I lost 2 of the games. And the only reason I lost was to freaking, what is that? EEV. Oh, I hate that card with a passion. Oh, look, I tribute a monster. I say traps. Wee, no back row for you. The extreme hate I have for that card. But the other 6 games, I did 4 without side deck, and I lost. Those were 2 of the ones I lost. And then when I did go into side deck, I did really well because I could avidly MST or Twister the Skill Drain and Malefic World, and he couldn't keep monsters on the field. And at the same time, at the same time, I had also my side deck. I've got let me find it. I can't remember the card's name. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. Consecrated Light. This card is funny. Cannot summon dark monsters. Now, you may be thinking, why is that funny? How is that funny? It's funny because this card kills Gravekeepers, Salvodad, Blackwings if you run into them, any kind of deck like that. And what he actually did do against me was he teched in 3 Doom Calibers to kill off my gadgets and, bullshit like that, and, stuff like that. And this ended up, I actually ended up siding this in, because I didn't know what of the Malefics were. I didn't know what their attributes were, so I just sided this in. I summoned it first turn, hoping it'll save me. It saved me, but for a different reason. He opened with all 3 Doom Calibers. Now, I called him on stacking, because he opened with all 3 Doom Calibers. But what was funny is even though he stacked, this little bitch came out and said, fuck you. So, I called him on stacking, and he was like, well, I might have. I'm like, don't do that. No, he didn't stack. I was talking to him about it afterwards. He just drew them, and we figured out why actually afterwards. He put them in all together. He didn't separate them, and the Doom Calibers are slightly bent. If I can find a card, here we go. They're slightly bent like that, and so if you have multiple, they stick together, and that's what happened. And we separated them, and it was fine. But yeah, he didn't cheat. If he had cheated, I would have lost. I would have lost horribly if he cheated, because that deck is explosive. If you get the right cards, that deck is, oh my god. But anyways, so I went 6-2 against it. Just a good deck. It is a good deck in general. 6 Samurai. Ooh. Oh my god, I hate this deck with a passion. I went 4-4. I just can't stand Samurais. They're so fucking sacky. It's even with all my anti-tech for the fucking deck, they're just sack. They sack your ass all the way back to the bottom tables. It just pisses me off. So, Samurais, I guess I lose, it sucks to say it that way, but I don't see any other, options. Samurais are that friggin' broken. So, I need to play test more against them and figure out a way to kill them. Next deck, X-Sabers. Still a good deck. People say it's still a good deck. I 7-1'd it. 7-1. Fossil plus Banisher equals owned. That's all I have to say. Fossil plus Banisher equals owned. Oh, deck number 7, Salvo Dad. Now you're probably going, what the fuck? Apparently, a bunch of people have been dick riding this deck again because I'm actually not sure why, but a lot of people have been like, "Oh, you'll lose to Salvo Dad. You'll lose to Salvo Dad." I'm like, where the fuck did Salvo Dad come from? And we did need a random deck because we always like to test against random decks when we do big playtesting like this. So we decided, you know what? Let's do Salvo Dad. I 8-0'd it. I 8-0'd it. Samurai's 8-0'd it. And Fish OTK 8-0'd it. So if you're one of those people who think Salvo Dad is going to win the Shonen, I'm sorry to say it, but it's fucking not. I mean, unless you stack every freaking game, you're not winning a Shonen with Salvo Dad. It's just too slow now. We had the full deck too. Dualities, Dekoichis, Dark Arm, all that bullshit. Full deck. Warnings, all of it. It's a good deck. It's just too slow now. Deck number 8, Grave Keepers. If I ever find the person who made this deck, whoever gave Tazuki the idea to make these cards, I'm going to strangle them and then put paper cuts all over their body with Ojamas. Cause dear God, I hate Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers are just the most sacky, stupid deck that I like. Besides Samurais, Gravekeepers are sack. It literally just goes set a bunch and Royal Tribute for a +3. It's like, what the shit, dude? How is that fair? And the answer is, it isn't fair. It's not fair at all. It's stupid. It's retarded. But I 6-2'd them. Oh my God, I 6-2'd them. Just smart playing and watching my cards. That's all that it took. But it's so stupid because I have to watch every single card I play against that deck because it's just so retarded. Honestly, where is it? This card right here won me 3 games. 3 games. Because I go summon and you go scoop. Oh, can't stand Gravekeepers. But I 6-2'd them, so they're not a big deal for me. I mean, they're a good deck. I'm not underestimating them. I'm just saying, so far, I've beating them really consistently, so I like that. 6-2. Not the best, but 6-2. Dragoonity? Oh, dear God. Oh. 8-0. I 8-0 Dragoonity. I was sitting there eating the Dragoonity's face every single game. There was nothing they could do against me. They're like, oh, I'm going to play this. I'm like, no, I'll kill it. I'm going to play this. No, I'll kill it. As soon as I side decked, oh, God. No field card for you, no summoning, just play Rivalry of Warlords. You can't do the Synchroing special summon crap, just kill everything. So, amazing. Amazing. I killed Dragoonity. And last, but certainly not least, and really fucking annoying, is Miracle Heroes. Ugh, I hate this deck. Super Fusion, or Super Polymerization needs to be banned. Go, stop removing my gadgets to summon some stupid-ass fusion monster, which is like a 3500. That is so retarded. I mean, I can't explain it. I thought Chimera Attack was bad. Fucking Super Poly. I play Super Poly. I remove your gadget. I remove some stupid elemental hero. Boom! 3500 attack. I'm like, where did this nigga come from? Why is he on my field? And Super Poly can't be negated, and you can't do shit to it anyway, so it's not like I can oppression the damn thing. Or warning it. So, I mean, I just have to kind of roll with it and be like, yeah, that sucks. Set Fossil Dyna. Your turn. Run over my Fossil Dyna, thank you. I mean, that's all I could do against that kind of crap, but I 6-2. 6-2'd it. It beat me twice, but I got 6 wins against it versus 2, so I still can beat it fairly consistently. It's a dangerous deck. Miracle Heroes are good. They're a good deck. Don't underestimate that deck. You will be sorry. But anyways, full day of playtesting from 8 a.m. in the morning till 6 p.m. Just fucking nothing but playtesting. That's 10 hours of nothing but playtesting. And yeah, And if you're wondering, why'd you stop at 6? Because I went to Magic the Gathering tournament. Got a problem with that? But anyways, that'll be in another video. I'll be making one after this.